You've just had to buy a smart new outfit for a business meeting. Surely you can deduct this as a business expense, right? Unfortunately, no. To qualify as a business expense, clothing, like all other expenses, has to meet the HMRC rule of wholly and exclusively for business. This means that there is no personal benefit. When it comes to clothing, HMRC uses the term everyday wardrobe, which basically means that clothing which you could wear whilst not working is usually not an allowable expense. But all is not lost. Whilst the rules when it comes to clothing is strict, there are some clothing costs which are allowable as a business expense. Firstly, uniforms. A uniform is defined as a set of clothing that identifies you as a certain occupation. So, for example, a nurse or a firefighter, or working for a certain organization. So this second part means that clothing that has a company logo would be allowable. The branding or the logo needs to be obvious and cannot be removed easily or hidden. Therefore, it is best to always order the clothing with the branding. So for example, if you order branded hoodies or shirts with the company logo, this would be an allowable business expense. The important thing is that someone on the street can easily identify your occupation and or the organization that you work for. The second category is protective clothing. So if your job requires you to wear certain protective clothing to protect yourself from injury or infection, these would be an allowable expense. So examples of these would be safety boots, overalls, high-vis jackets, helmets, protective eyewear. These items do not have to have the logo on them, but let's face it, you're unlikely to wear your overalls and boots out on a dinner date on a Saturday night. The last category is costumes. So this mostly applies to actors and entertainers. So should you ever feel the need to dress as a hamburger to promote your catering company, rest assured you can deduct this cost as it is clearly a costume. Now there is one small exception. This is clothing hire. So if you have to hire an outfit for a specific event, a launch or a speaking gig, and the event generates income, then you can expense the cost of hiring the outfit. It is, however, important that it must be a business benefit, so you cannot just be attending the event as a guest. You do need to do more, such as either be speaking or presenting at the event. So as you can see, clothing rules are rather strict. So it is always best to check with your accountant or bookkeeper before putting any clothing expenses through your business.